Hey, what's up guys? I'm Rygo and welcome to the new YouTube channel. So we're going to be doing a weekly kite surfing video and a weekly wing surfing video, just covering how-tos, tutorials, trick tips, lifestyle, and we've been living in an RV full-time for 2 years producing content, so we're gonna share that adventure with you and just talk about things that you'd like to learn. This is a new channel, so if you do find this video helpful, it would really help me if you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this video with a friend. Our goal for the month is to get to 100 subscribers, and I don't know if that's too lofty or not, but let's see if we can do that together. So for this week, we're gonna talk about how to choose a wing surfing board. So when I first started foiling, the common misconception was that the board doesn't really matter because you're going to be on the foil the whole time anyway, and it turns out that was completely wrong. The board actually matters a lot, especially with wing foiling, and there's really 4 big considerations that I can think of, and that's your ability, your conditions, the rider weight, and then the shape and the volume of the board that you're choosing. Now, experienced riders, you obviously know what you like, but new riders are often left in the dark. So if you are an experienced wing surfer, I'd love it if you'd share your experience, your insights in the comment, and just help all the beginners out there and fill in anything that maybe I don't mention in this video. That'd be awesome. Let's make this a community thing. So we're gonna start out with a size chart covering a range of weights and then a range of sizes to consider. And this is just a general starting place, and there are other factors that we will cover as well. So as you can see, if the rider is somewhere between 90 to 110 pounds, a beginner would probably start with 70 to 100 liters, an intermediate would be 55 to 85 liters, and then an advanced rider would be using 20 to 75 liters. And on the heavier end of the weight spectrum, somebody who was, say, 211 pounds to 230 pounds, a beginner would start on 140 liters and up. An intermediate would be about 95 to 125 liters, while an advanced could consider 40 to 100 liters. And you can see by looking at this chart that there is a lot of crossovers here. And depending on your goals as well, it is totally possible to share a board. So for example, I'm 182 pounds, Kristen is about 130 pounds, and we both learned on a massive 150 liter board that was inflatable to make our lives easier. But now we're both going to share a 90 liter board just for space in the RV. Is a little bit big for her at her weight, but she doesn't mind using it as an easy to use wing foil board. And then it's a good fun size for me as well, where I'm at in my wing foiling. Now, if you're a beginner rider, you want to go high volume and go for a larger board to make your life easier. In a larger board, it won't be as responsive, but the larger, longer boards do lift off pretty easily. And you want to make your life as easy as possible, especially if you're riding somewhere where maybe you don't have access to flatter water, if you have to go out and chop, or if there's like little rolling swell, or any rougher conditions. Having a large, high volume board is going to make a massive difference in your ability to learn to wing, to get out there and learn the fundamentals of flying. And honestly, I would not recommend going for an intermediate board right out of the gate. If you're learning, go for high leader, you'll thank yourself later. Now, if you're an intermediate level rider, you probably fall into 2 camps. You either know exactly what you want, you've got it dialed, or you're that beginner who's finally crossing over into the intermediate level. So for this, I would recommend sticking to the general guidelines in this size chart. Another thing to consider is conditions are going to play a larger role with this board choice. So if you're somewhere where it's really windy, you have strong winds all the time, you might want to shave 5 to 10 liters off of this chart just to make up for that difference of whether you're somewhere with lighter wind or somewhere with stronger wind. Now for advanced riders, I doubt that there are any advanced riders who even care to watch this video, but if you happen to click on it, I'd love it if you share your feedback, drop a comment, share your insights, give some tips for those intermediate and beginner level wing foilers, and just share your knowledge on what you know on choosing a board and any cool unique tips or tricks that you can think of. Now, another factor to consider is the length, the width, and the general shape and thickness of the board. So narrow boards, they tend to be super responsive rail to rail. They're not as forgiving, far more fun to ride if you're more experienced. And contrary to that, wider boards, they're less responsive, they're more forgiving, slower to turn rail to rail, and obviously ideal for a beginner rider. When it comes to the length, same thing. Short boards, they're more responsive, they tend to pump more. Other things that you can look for are just unique features. So a lot of boards now, for example, have like a kick tail where you get a bit more leverage so you can kick the board up and rise easier. And some boards will also have like a nose or a bottom shape that's a bit more forgiving when you bottom out and touch down. And for example, the board that I learned on was super flat, so when I touched down, it would just buck you. But a higher end wing foil board is going to have those nice features built in. Some boards will have chines, for example, and that comes down to just looking at the specifications of the board that you're looking at, and then you can kind of weigh the pros and cons of what the features and the benefits are of that unique shape. One other cool thing is some boards will have like a bit of concave that's nice for your feet and giving you a little bit of perspective of where you're standing on the board without looking. And there's other benefits as well that come into play with like prone surfing and all of that. But a lot of details there, probably too many to go into for this video, but these are just general ideas to look at. So I hope you guys found this video, and please, if you did, like I said, the goal for this month is to get to at least 100 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share it with a friend, share it on social media, and just help me grow this channel. And as well, if you have any ideas or things that you want to learn about, things that you'd like me to talk about and share, let me know, drop it in the comments, and I'll catch you next time.